biggest culture shock that you will experience in your life is not going to another country. It's making more money.
The biggest cultural shock you are ever going to experience isn't traveling to another country. It's making more money.
The biggest culture shock that you will experience in your life is not going to another country. It's making more money.
The biggest culture shock you'll have in your life is not traveling to another country. It's making more money.
The biggest culture shock that you're ever going to experience isn't traveling to another country. It's making more money than...
There's a right way to steal content, and that is not it. So I'm going to show you the right way to steal content. That way you stop sounding like an echo of everybody else, and you start creating content that actually builds you a real organic following that trusts you and likes you, and maybe even will buy your offers. Now, funny enough, all those videos and all the hooks in those videos came from this video.
The biggest culture shock you'll ever experience in your life is not going to another country. It's making more money.
Yes, I'm using myself as an example here because it's the easiest one. Now, there was like 20 or 30 more of those videos all using my hook word for word. Now, I don't claim the hook. This happens to thousands of creators every single day. Whatever I put on the internet is there for anyone to use. It's not like I care. However, what I want to point out here is the problem for other content creators who think that doing this is going to get them the views and get them the traction that the original video got. Now, if you look at my video, again, I'll put a screenshot up here. You can see that my likes, my metrics here, it's out of control, right? 500,000 likes, 100,000 saves. It was reposted by celebrities. It was a massive hit for my account. I think I got 30,000 followers from that one video alone. Now, if you look at everybody else's video who has copied that exact hook, none of them even come close to those numbers. None of them even come close to those metrics. And when you find someone who creates an original piece of content and then you find the 50 or 100 copycats of that content, what you will normally see is the original creator has the most views, got the most engagement, had the highest metrics out of everybody else. Why is that happening? Because when you mimic somebody to that extent, when you copy their content word for word, no matter what you try to do, no matter how good of an actor you think you are, you will only ever become an echo of the original creator, and you will always be missing the exact specific emotional undertone that made the first video, the original one, pop the fuck off. So what do you do instead? Because copying hooks that are proven to work is a really good content creation strategy. I teach it to all my students inside my program. I say, go look at what works, but here's the difference. I don't teach them to copy everything word for word. What I tell them to do is to take that hook and break it down into a framework. So let's take that hook that I created, let's break it down into a framework that anybody watching this video can copy that will hopefully get you some traction on your account right now. Here's that hook written out word for word. Now you can take the same strategy, you can apply it to any video that you find on your For You page is going viral or getting a lot of traction, and you can make it your own. Whether it's inside your niche, outside your niche, doesn't matter. We are not after the hook word for word. What we are after is the hook structure. That's when it becomes your own. That's when you stop sounding like an echo. So what does the hook structure of this hook actually look like? Here it is. This is what the hook structure actually looks like. Now, in those blank spaces, what you have to do is replace the original words with words that mimic your own experiences, your own belief systems, and your own knowledge. And in some cases, you got to switch up the niche a little bit, so it's got to apply to your niche as well. But if you can do that, you can transform a successful hook like this into something that sounds like you and feels like you because it's coming from a place of an authentic experience. So an example of this would be the biggest weight loss tip I ever experienced was not eating less food, it was eating more food. There you go. You just replaced all those words, made it fit to your niche in the fitness niche, and you still are using the same exact hook structure, which has been proven to work. So if you want to steal content the right way, that's how you do it. You don't copy it word for word. You don't want to sound like an echo. You want to sound like you are coming up with original thoughts, original ideas. That way people like you, know you, and trust you a lot more and are more likely to spend money on your business. Love you guys.